The war between Iran and the United States is no longer confined to land or air. It has now spilled deep into the open ocean, hundreds of kilometers away from Iran's borders. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC, claims it struck a U.S. destroyer in the Indian Ocean. According to the IRGC, the attack happened on March 3rd while the destroyer was refueling from an American tanker. Tehran says the strike used Goddard 380 ballistic missiles and TEAA cruise missiles, weapons designed for long-range precision strikes. The Goddard 380 reportedly has a range of up to 2,000 kilometers, while the TEAA cruise missile can hit targets up to 1,000 kilometers away. Iranian officials claim the attack triggered massive fires aboard both vessels, which were more than 600 kilometers from Iran's coastline. However, the United States has rejected the claim. U.S. Central Command says Iran has provided no evidence and described the report as false. The alleged strike comes as Iran expands what it calls Operation True Promise 4, launched in retaliation for what Tehran describes as Israeli-American aggression. Iran says the campaign will continue until its enemies face what it calls a complete defeat. Iranian officials also claim the 100,000-ton USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier was among the targets during the operation. Again, U.S. Central Command dismissed the claim, saying no ballistic missiles struck the carrier. Meanwhile, tensions have intensified across critical maritime routes. The IRGC says more than 10 oil tankers were attacked in the Strait of Hormuz after ignoring Iranian warnings not to pass through the area. Tehran now claims the strait, one of the world's most vital oil corridors, is effectively a war zone under Iranian control. The conflict has also expanded beyond the sea. Iran says it launched 3 simultaneous operations involving 230 drones, targeting U.S. bases in the region as well as militant positions in northern Iraq. Iranian drones were also reportedly sent towards U.S. bases in Kuwait, including the Al Salem and Camp Arifjan installations. In response, U.S. Central Command announced direct strikes against Iranian naval forces in the Gulf of Oman. In a stark statement, CENTCOM said, Iran had 11 ships in the Gulf of Oman today. Now it has 0. Reports also indicate an Iranian drone strike in Bahrain, near the Crown Plaza Manama hotel area where U.S. military personnel were present. Amid the escalating confrontation, the U.S. State Department issued an urgent warning to Americans inside Iran: shelter in place or leave the country immediately by land. Iran's top security official, Ali Larijani, says the country is preparing for a long and punishing war, accusing Washington of dragging the region into chaos. His message was blunt: Iran will not negotiate, and the conflict is far from over.